to another video. I'm Kane. Some of you might know me. I play Roblox and some Rocket League most of the time, but I usually do tutorials. But this tutorial is tips mostly on Minecraft. So I'm trying something a little bit different. So yeah, I'm gonna be doing 3 sections. One of them is gonna be the Nether. One of them is gonna be the overworld, and one of them is gonna be the end, on tips on how to survive in the area and some other little bits. For today, we'll be doing both sections of the end. One is going to be defeating the dragon, the Ender Dragon, and getting some one of the resources that are limited when you enter the game, and you can only get one, which is the dragon egg. But either way, I'll be doing this part first, where you complete the dragon, you kill the dragon, and then you are able to complete like parts of the entity. So this will be mostly on entities and like the end ships. So I'll start off with how do you find one of these entities? To find an entity, you will be inside of the battle, like the arena where you fight the Ender Dragon. There will be this like bedrock little like shell in the air, just past one of the one of the pillars, just past them. You're gonna need to throw a ender pearl right into the what's it called? You're gonna need to throw an ender pearl right into the little galaxy like block, and it'll send you into this big terrain of just endless little islands of endstone and these little fruits, which is, let me see now. I forgot what they're named. They're called chorus fruits. Chorus fruits, if you do eat them, they will teleport you to somewhere random. So it's basically an ender pearl, but just randomly happens. They do give you food points, but it's very low. So either way, um, to survive to find one of these entities, you're just gonna need to go around the map, building and bridging around the area. I would say using a carved pumpkin if you were using any of the 3 other difficulties, except for peaceful, since there's gonna be a lot of enemies around here. And if you use a pumpkin, they won't look at your eyes. If you do look at them straight in the eyes, they won't attack you. I think, because Minecraft added that a while ago. But um, once you do find this structure where there's a ton of like pieces attached to it, you're gonna find this entity, and to survive inside of it, there will be 2 shulkers right here. They will have these little shells that they will spit out, and if they hit you, you will start levitating. They're little white, little like floating little orbs. You get hit by one, you will get damaged, and you'll start having the levitating what's it called? The levitating like enchantment on you, or like I forgot what the name is. Like it's like an enchantment. I don't know what how to name it. Either way, it's like it's a type of like side effect. Like side effects, it will give you a levitation side effect, and you'll start levitating in the air for 10 seconds. You can smack the white little shells that will break them, and you won't get hit by them. And also, I'd recommend using like a diamond sword to kill these things, because they're little purple blocks and they open up with a little white guy inside a little head. But either way, getting carried away. Let's get straight into it. So first, there will be some rooms that are just mixed up. One of them is the chest area. So first, there will be little staircases. Be careful, because some of them you might bang your head off and you might fall down and die. Don't want that to happen to you. So I'll start off with the chest rooms. These are the most valuable rooms, but they're they're not the easiest to find, since they are pretty good. You will find one chest and one end chest or ender chest in this room, and they will give some good loot. Except for the ender chest, these chests will um but I'll be just explaining what they are in another video. So yeah, in the chest you'll usually find maybe like a diamond or two. You'll get, I'd say, some iron ingots. These chests are like the best chests in the game, if you didn't know. So yeah, it is best if you take as much as you can, except for curse of binding, because you don't want some items stuck onto you. If you just keep climbing up and up, you will find more structures if you are lucky. These end cities will have random sizes, so you might just find like two pieces of like just like 2 rooms, which is very bad and unlucky. And also, when you're going up the stairs, you'll usually find a shulker at the top. So here's what it looks like. So let's head up. They have a protective system, so they're kind of like snails. You can picture them like snails. So here they are. You can see them inside. Here they are. They'll open up and they'll shoot a little thing out, and you're gonna need to break them. It's okay, they won't deal as much damage, but if there's a multiple of them shooting at you, it'll be a bit more chaotic. So it takes 3 crit hits with a iron sword. I don't know how much it is with this thing. That must be good. But either way, it's very valuable, this place. And let's go on to the next one. The next one is just a little small building that has literally nothing inside of it. It is just an empty room. It's kind of like this, but a little bit bigger. It's a bit wider. Unfortunately, there's one here. There it is. That room right there, it literally has nothing except for one shulker. Just so you know, every single building that has like stuff inside, it will have a shulker outside or two. So just so you know, just keep in mind that. I would recommend stacking up on food a lot because they do deal a little bit of damage every time, and they shoot out a little white ball very quick. So yeah, you need to be very good at reaction speed. And sometimes when you're swinging at them, the little ball. So this is, for example, the ball. They could be too close to you and they could hit you. So then I'd be starting to levitate. And if you're levitating, I'd recommend getting underneath a roof or a block like this. So imagine if I get hit by one of them right here. One of them would spawn right here. Of course, there's a 100% chance, I'd say, if they'd hit you. I'd recommend going up. Just keep levitating. So like this. You would want to stay under here so you wouldn't get hit anymore in case. So yeah, so you can levitate back down and then just like boom, dead. Either way, that's mostly the end city done. Also, onto the end ships. End ships are basically like a little they're like sea ships, like pirate ships, but in the air. Like they're just levitating there with some shulkers on them. They will have one of the most valuable items in the game, also known as the elytra. And let me just see which block it is. Also, they will have a dragon head at the very end of the ship, at the nose. So I'd recommend blocks underneath and then breaking it so it doesn't fall off the edge. To create shulker boxes just here, like this, you will need 2 of the shulker shells, which if you kill the shulkers, they will drop these. You need 2 of them and a chest, and you can make one of them with a crafting table. Okay, let me just see. Here it is. The elytra, you are able to fly with it. Look at how cool it is. So cool, isn't it? Okay, I don't want to use it too much because it's very valuable. So yeah, it's a very good source as well because if you do break these, they will still be in your inventory and they will still have the items inside. So it's kind of like an ender chest, so they keep their stuff inside. Basically, what an ender chest is. Either way, you can carry multiple of them, and if you get dyes, you can dye them with different colors. See, so like for example, if you get pink dye, you get a shulker box. I don't know why I want a black sugar box. But it doesn't matter because it's fine. You just look at the craftings and you just craft them, and there you are. You can now make them. So useful. People in hardcore worlds, by the way, use these things a lot. So if you're wondering how do I get these type of like little boxes where they open up, this is how you get them. You just have to craft the sugar box, and you'll have them. They have the capacity of a normal chest, but if you get multiple of them, it's basically like a handheld chest. It doesn't like despawn, like drop all the loot. Mostly the end city and the um end end ships, but also end ships will have some shulkers on them, and they will also have a brewing stand with some healing potions in there. You can either have 2 or 3. I don't know if you can get 1, but they will have healing potions in this brewing stand when you go downstairs. So, for example, here, the brewing stand right here, you'll get some potions. So pretty useful. And what else am I gonna say? Oh yes, with the Elytra and the Dragon Head, there will be some chests there, well, in the ship, and they will give some loot. So yeah, that's mostly. I hope you guys helped. Pretty much it. But also on the battle area in the Ender Dragon. Don't mind me, doesn't matter because I've already looted the place. If you're finding, always use a crossbow or bow because they can shoot the projectiles right at the crystals on the obsidian pillars. You can also use snowballs if you want to, but I'd recommend just going to the Nether and getting Piglins to trade for arrows. So yeah, if you have a few items left over, for example, if this is about to break, your bow, for example, use another bow to have full durability to break, to not make a break. Pretty useful, I have to say. And also, when you spawn in this little bedrock pillar, if you go far enough, they will be back to where you spawned at. Picture of the core at where areas are. For example, the portal in case I lose track of where I was, since sometimes I forget where I go. But yes, to kill the dragon, it's pretty simple. So it stops healing itself. You go in toward where it purges at the middle area with the little bedrock pillar, like a little cup, and you just attack its head. It's pretty loud when it purges though, it like makes a big roar. So don't have full blast volume, it'll be loud. Once you kill the Ender Dragon, it'll drop a good few XP, and you'll get an achievement as well. Also, a dragon egg will spawn on top of the little pillar of bedrock when it does, where the galaxy little bits are at. So you know, like the galaxy portal, the end portal. You know when you put your Eyes of Ender inside, it has that little like effect, like the little shooting stars. That will happen with the Ender Dragon that dies. There will be a dragon egg right on top of the little pillar, and if you click on it, like left click, so for example, if like to open this up, it will actually teleport to somewhere random on the map in the end. Not here, of course. That's dumb enough to place it down this breaker. I don't know where I have the end thing is. Either way, I'm getting carried away. I'll see you all in the next video. I'll be making a full tutorial on how to kill the Ender Dragon and the best things for it. It was mostly on this area, on the islands of the end. So I hope you all have a great day, and always keep mining and fish, of course, on Visage. So yeah, I have some news coming up, so stay tuned. Bye.